Good morning. I'm not showing that we are live on YouTube. We are now. Okay. Good morning. Thank you everybody for coming. I lost track of time this morning. I was almost late. Only half of my hair got dry. It was either that or the shout outs. So we do need some questions. Some of you have put some questions in the chat before class. We come here about 10:30 every morning Eastern time to get started. But then it was 10:30 and I was thinking I had an hour to get ready. No, I want to be ready by 10:30 and I hadn't taken a shower yet. So I did really fast. All right. Um, Today is just Q&A. I don't know what we're going to cover. We're going to cover whatever you guys ask about Cricut Design Space. But before we get started, go ahead, put your questions in all caps. You can go ahead and put your questions there, and I'm trying to collect them in notes, and Jamie usually helps me collect those too. So we're on YouTube, and we give away $25 every month, every week. Next week we're giving away Cricut Cutie. It could be the brand new Flamingo Cutie if I get it in time, because I should be getting one, another one. And I have like 10 cuties that you get to choose which color you want. So make sure you come back next week. Make sure you tell your friends. Share these videos. If you like these videos, please subscribe. Please click like. Clicking like helps YouTube share the video. And what else? I gotta ignore the chat for a second or I forget things. Oh, we have the hashtag What I Learned Melody giveaway that I do every week. You don't have to be live to watch that. So if you're watching the replay, you have plenty of options to win that every single week. And oh, I'm also giving away a Maker 3. In the email I sent out, it said Maker 2, but I don't know what happened. It's a Maker 3. There is no Maker 2. And that was from one of my classes this month. So make sure if you haven't watched all of my Cricut Design Space classes, you go and watch them so you know to enter. It might say giveaway in the title. But that is one of the most popular videos for learning. They learned so much in that video. And we're also on Facebook on my personal page in my Facebook group, Cricut Design Space. And my Patreon exclusive Facebook group we're also live in. I suggest you guys come over to youtube.com/MelodyLane so you can get in on the live giveaway today. In order to enter in the live giveaway, you have to be in the chat on YouTube. In order to be in the chat on YouTube, you have to have a YouTube account. It's completely free. It says it scares some people away because it says you have to set up a channel. You just give your email. I think you have to have a Gmail account and a name. That's all you need to set up to get in the chat. And then to be in the chat, you also have to subscribe to my channel. So this is subscriber only chat, so you just have to click the subscribe button. If you're not, that is also free. It's not the join button, that's for something else. That's to get the little emojis. But the subscribe button is completely free. Elizabeth says, yeah. Okay. Also, have you guys seen this in Design Space? So this is, I added the sentiment here, but this is a project in Design Space. They're having lots of these. But on Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to make this one that I made into a Halloween tree. So if you look at different sides, it has different things on there. There's some little scary eyes, some spiders and spider webs and bats and ghosts and all kinds of things. So if you do support my channel at $2 or more, you will get this project. And look at the faces cut out in there. I took out the ornaments from the Christmas tree and made Halloween faces. and did that. And I made things so easy. The black on this pumpkin is all drawn and filled in. And the spiders on the tree are also drawn and filled in. So that'll be Tuesday. So if you watch this video and you don't want to do a Halloween tree, I understand not everyone celebrates Halloween. By watching that video, you'll learn how to make this one that is in the Cricut Access projects. So you can do, by watching this one, you can do the Christmas one. All right, are we ready? Let's do the shout outs real fast, and then we will get to your questions. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Jennifer, Melody, Arlette, Wanda, Gwen, Kelly, Angela, Marie, Teresa, Shirley, Amy, Amanda, Feltman, family, Allison, Donna, Christina, Walter, Catherine, Pat, Regina, Heather, Sandy, Lydia, Monica, Kelly, Krista, Stacy, Sarah, Colleen, Marianne, Kimberly, Carol, Taylene, Janet, Christina, Teresa, Stacy, Bernadette, Misty, Helen, Joy, Mayra, Cheryl, Diane, Andrea, and Marilyn. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Okay. Let's get over to Design Space. We also have a winner to the hashtag What I Learned. Here is the winner. The winner needs to contact me. So to enter this, all you have to do is share a few words of what you learned from one of my videos. She shared the video link right here. You do have to share the video link. You have to add the hashtag What I Learned Melody. The hashtag What I Learned from Melody Lane is not the one that gets you entered, but she did add this one, so she is entered. She's also entered in to win my Wednesday giveaway that I do weekly for $25 with this hashtag Melody Lane Inspired. You do not have to share a picture of what you make for the hashtag What I Learned Melody. You do for that Melody Lane Inspired. But for this one, you don't have to share this. All you have to share is a video link, a few sentences of what you learned, and the hashtag What I Learned Melody. So I'm not asking you to do a project. I'm just asking you to share something that you learned from that video. Okay? Yes, and thank you to my moderators. They are amazing. They answer the questions in the chat. So make sure if you have questions, if you're asking questions in the chat, also look in the chat for the answers. Jamie Leonard and Sue Badinsky and others sometimes answer the chat. Sometimes you'll get 10 answers to the same question. So make sure you are doing that too. And I try to answer those as well. Okay, now Charlotte needs to contact me through my website, melodylaneinspired.com. Click contact, go to the bottom, or Charlotte, you can message me on Facebook or Patreon or any way to get a hold of me. Okay, Design Space. I have a few questions. Where'd my notes go? There they are. Okay. First question I got is from Steph P. Reasons for contour, still learning the concept of it. Okay, so contour is something I do a lot of. Let's go to images real fast. Mandala, am I spelling this correctly? I feel like I spell it wrong a lot. I think it has an E in there. Oh, I can use this one. I'll just use this one for now. Now, you know what? That has so many pieces, and some people have trouble when they have layers. Let's do the turkey. Oh, I brought them both in. So I cannot contour this. Can you guys see the bottom of my screen? I have things in the way. Okay, barely. I'm gonna move my screen up. Okay, did you see I clicked down here and everything went away? Don't worry, it didn't go away. I accidentally clicked down here and it moved this all the way over from here. So if that ever happens to somebody, just know if you accidentally click on these lines, like if I were to click here, it looks like everything disappeared. And I didn't even know I clicked there. Okay, we're gonna zoom out a little because they're so big. I can't contour this. This one I can. It doesn't mean I can't contour this. It means it's grouped and it has layers. You cannot contour all the layers. So to contour a layered image, you have to ungroup. Let me take this one, and let's say we don't want all of these pieces, so we're going to contour. We can take, let's take these pieces out. We just click on them when they're highlighted. You can click on them over here or over here. Like there, I clicked on that one. See how it changes color? Okay, so now we put this back. It just changed the image to have different cuts and stuff. Now, let's go ahead and do this one since we have it here. It might take a minute for this to open up. Lori's asking, can you show how to cut a slit for a keychain backer card? Okay, I don't know what a keychain backer card is, but I know how to cut a slit in paper, if that's what we need. Okay. Contour takes a lot of power. Is my fan turned on now because of this? That's why I didn't want to do this image. And if you have a slower computer or not a lot of power, this image may be too many cuts for you to do contour. But while this is coming up, I'll try to answer some more. Could you go over how to fill in the spiders or letters? I'll add that to my list of questions here, and I might come back to that because I have shown that in so many videos. I have an entire video for that. It's called Filling in Letters and Images. Can you talk about the depth of space to accommodate for a shaker part, for a shaker card? It just depends on how thick your materials are inside. So if you have you just want to have enough room for the items that you're putting inside to move around. I can't make this any smaller, and I can't make this any bigger. Okay, I'm not going to do this image. It's got too many pieces. Let's go back to images. This one has way too many pieces to do that. Let's just do this eye. My computer's taking a lot of power to be live in video and to do contouring and all that. So we're going to contour this one. See, that one was much faster. Oh, you know what? I'm going to, no, I want to copy it first. I'm going to make duplicate layers. So I copied it, and I'm going to contour one. And let's just say we're going to take these out. when they're smaller pieces like this, it's sometimes harder to get the right pieces. And you can. Sometimes it's easier to get them in the panel over here. Okay, so I just did that, and I could change the color of this. Now, if you want to get pink, you have to click Advanced, go down here, and then you can change to a pink if you want. I'm going to send this piece to the back by clicking Arrange and Send to Back. And then I'm just going to select them and click Align and Center. And now we have a pink piece. So we could make more of it pink just by clicking on this and contouring more of it. Let's say we wanted these pieces. Whoops. And it's just easier to align and center. So now we have more of it. Now you have 2 layers. Now you could duplicate this again. I would duplicate this one and then contour this one. We're going to leave those pink pieces there. Let's say we're whoops, not that one, this one. Oh, I did the wrong one here. And we don't have a class scheduled after this one or a video scheduled, so I can take a little extra time today to try to get your questions answered. Okay, so now we're going to send this one to the back because it has more pieces. Oh, it looks pretty good there. Let me make this bigger so you can see it better. It's Align Center. So this is one reason to use contour. I hope that answers your question. Oh, the cutout is curved. Okay. Oh, I get what you mean now, Lori. So this is what contour is for. Hopefully you understand. There are other reasons for contour. Let me pick something else real fast. Not a mandala. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that's 2 layers. Oh, let's just try this one. Oh, I just clicked on both of them. I'm gonna get rid of the turkey. Okay. Okay, let's say we want to change this. What if we want to change this word from cat to dog? You could click contour, get rid of the word cat. Did I? Or no, there it is. So I got rid of the word cat, and I can go to a font. Try to find a font that's close, or if I don't have a font that's close, I could get rid of the whole by the words by the, and then just make a different font for this, because the fonts don't have to match perfectly. Whoops. If you make a mistake like that, it's no problem. You just hit contour again. Now I can click approved by the dog. This one, because it's 2 layers, is a little more difficult. It doesn't have contour. We have to ungroup it and do one at a time. Say we want to click the move. We have to click the insides of the letters too. And then we have to click the other one. I'm just going to click it over here. Okay, does everybody know what contour is? Whoops. I forgot the O's in both of them, but you get it. I can go back and fix that. Okay. Let me go to some of my other questions I have that were in the chat. And if your question doesn't get answered, copy your question and paste it again. I can't see all the questions. The next question is, I would love to know all about the new shape image and ideas for their uses. So if you missed yesterday's video, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. There is a new image set. So to go to the new image sets, up here at categories, we're going to click all images. Then we're going to go under highlighted categories, go to image sets. And let's just scroll real fast to see if there's any more new ones. No. The title of that one was Deluxe Shape. So I'm just going to search Deluxe in images. And there it is. So we're also going to answer that question about the key ring. For the key ring, we're going to use this image. It's an open-ended circle. They also have open-ended triangles, a rounded corners rectangle, and what's this one called? Hexagon, and a rectangle they call square. You can make it a square because you can change it up. So to make, just looking at all the images, there's a ribbon here. You can make this ribbon any color you want. You can weld it with any image you want or anything you want. You always have this ribbon. There are other ribbons in Design Space as well, but she wanted some ideas to use with these. I don't know. I just have to have an idea of what I'm going to make. And then sometimes I might need some of these shapes. But for, you know what? Can we go back to that? Let's bring this in. If you wanted a tag or something to hold a keychain or something, you could possibly use these two images, and that is behind it. So we're going to bring it to the front. Let's change the color of this. Let's say blue. And say we want that right there, but we want it aligned. So we're going to center horizontally. So it's even this way, not in the center, but even this way. And I might want to move it up a little. So it's already centered horizontally. I'm going to move it up with my keyboard. I'm clicking the arrow up key on my keyboard. So let's say I wanted that. I could also unlock this and change it to be more like that if it's needed, or like this, whatever you need it to be. And now that we changed it, we need to align center horizontally again. And if I'm going too fast, you can always rewatch it, pause it, and follow me along in Design Space while you watch the video. Pause the video, then you play. Then watch a little, and you play. Thank you so much, Tina. Now, when I hit make it, these are not going to be on top of each other. Yes, we need more likes to do the giveaway. So they're on two separate mats. That's not what we want. We need to attach it. Now, if you forget what you're supposed to do, if you click group it, the same thing happens. Grouping only works for the canvas area. Grouping does not work for the final mat. So grouping is not the answer. And if you weld it, it doesn't even have the option to weld it for these two. You can't weld it. If you flatten it, I think it's just, I'm not sure if it's going to cut that. It might just print it. So the answer is attach. Now, if you weld something on accident and after you weld it, it's not right, all you have to do is undo. There's no unweld. So when you click attach and you click make it, then it's on the right place. Yeah, after the live is over, you can rewatch it and pause it. Um, okay. Is there a way to position your design on the mat when using veneer? I had a little splitting with my veneer when cutting out the pieces for the coffin last night. Yeah, you can position your images on the mat. You have to do it now, not before you hit continue. So you can move things around on the mat. You can even turn them, and they will cut wherever you put them. And if you didn't know, you can move them to a new mat. If you have other mats, they'll be listed here, or you can move it to a new mat. If that helps you out. Now you got two mats, one empty and one not. Okay. The weekly free images in DS, are they limited time access? So, let's go to images. There are images in Design Space. We're going to take away the Deluxe. We're just going to go to Browse All Images. And you can, I think, Operation Type? No. Where's it at? Ownership. You can click here and click Free. And these images are free. Ear Saver. Oh, that's for the masks. Some of these may be limited time. Some may be here all the time. You can even find the ones in Design Space. I think a lot of these are new. You can find the ones in Design Space that are image sets. That's what I meant. And then ownership and free. So they may be free for a limited time, but if you have access, they're always in access. These calendars are always free. Every year they come out with a new calendar. A lot of these have been free for a really long time. Some may be always free. I think the sign language ones are always free. They also have an A because they're always in access too. So you don't have to buy those. How can I change the mat from white to color? Okay, Kim, watch the video. Because I think I show this in every video. Okay, when you're on the canvas, look down here. It says blank canvas. And you click on this square here. Once you click on that square, it changes up here. You see the word color? Some people have trouble seeing the box underneath because it's so light and your computer may not have enough contrast to see it. So just know, click under the word color. Now when I click somewhere else, see how the bar changes? And then when I click blank canvas, it has color. So you can choose one of these colors or click advanced and choose anything you want. And you can change the graph by hitting this box between the numbers right up here. So it's in the measurements. We have a question, how to share to the community. So you go to My Projects. You know what I'll do? Because I don't want to share any of mine to the community. I will save this project. Tag with tab. And you can add collections. You can only have 5 collections if you don't have access. You can add new collections. To be honest, I don't even use these. But you can click Save. Okay, so now this is in My Projects. Oh, look at this, you guys. I forgot to show you the cutie. We are making Halloween costumes for the cuties. Okay, now to share this, you don't click the button I just did. Oh wait, you can, right here. Edit project details, but I want to show you another way. So you can click the little circle here with the 3 dots, and you can edit project details. This is how I do it. And then down here, it's automatically anyone with a link. When I share my links to Design Space, this is how I do it. I keep it on anyone with a link. That means anybody who I share a link with, and I share them on my website, Melody Lane Inspired, can open the link. If you click on only me, it makes it private. And even if somebody has a link, they cannot open it. But if you change it to everyone, that puts it in the Cricut community, and it's free for everyone. And you can add photos, you can add a description, you can add tags. I don't ever add tags, but you can. And click save. And then if you want to share it with anyone, you can click copy project link and paste it wherever you want to share it, in an email or a message, or you can click on Facebook or Pinterest. And now, oh no, this will be, my battery died on my mouse. And I knew that was coming up. I forgot to charge it. So it doesn't take long to charge. So now that will be shared in the community. So when I share my projects, do not share them with the community. You will be removed from my supporter club if you do that. Okay. I'm waiting for my mouse to come back. If you have any questions, I can answer personally without showing you. Oh my goodness. It came back for a second and then it didn't. Yay, Elizabeth learned something today for sure. There, I'm back for a few seconds. Oh, let me show you. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this. Sorry. Okay, I'm plugging in my mouse for a few seconds. And I'm going to show you this. So yesterday, when I made my Halloween tree, for those of you that missed it, Halloween tree, isn't it cute? And then there's the front of it. I was making this, and I told my son, I said, hey, can you make some costumes for the cuties? I had no idea how he was going to do that. And he's like, no, but then he did. So, and then I got ideas too. So I'm going to make some trick-or-treat bags. So we're going to do this, I think, for Thursday Night Live video. So here he has a little mask and a cape. Can you see the cape? Is that cute? Okay. And then, and this is just his prototype. He had to cut some of it with scissors because he didn't know. Oh, I'm putting his shield on. This fits on his hand. He has a little shield. He's a little superhero. Isn't it cute? So if you have any ideas of what you want your little cuties to be dressed up as, we're trying to make some costumes. I would have never thought of the mask. And I love how he did the cape. And you can take it off. It's not like glued on him or taped on him. It's just a temporary thing that you can move on and off. So you have the backings and stuff are on the back. I like the idea that you can see this and take it off. I want it to be like kids' costumes that they're making. Okay. I'm gonna unplug this now. Ooh, a frog. Yes, I love frogs. Okay. How do I find the link to the Halloween card? Well, let me go here. So if you're on my website, first let me say the Halloween card is not there yet. It will be there before Tuesday. It will probably be there on Monday, maybe sooner. But you go to supporter projects. You put in the password that I give you if you're a supporter. And then you can get it here. You can find all my new designs here under new. Probably need to go through some of these. You can also find it under theme Halloween. Here's my big 60-inch skeleton. It's Halloween stuff. And or search Halloween tree or something like that. Okay, let's go back to Design Space. Do we have more questions? Let me see. We need more likes for the giveaway. And make sure you're chatting to be entered into the giveaway. So try to put your questions in all caps so I can see them. Oh, Harry Potter and a witch. I'm not seeing any questions. So we did have that question about filling in the spider. So on my Halloween tree, I did fill in a spider on the tree, so we didn't have to deal with tiny little pieces. So let me do that. Did you guys know how many spiders there are in Design Space? If you need to link cartridges, please call support. It seems to not work with the adapter. Oh, a Wonder Woman costume. Okay, let's do a spider. Like, there's 679 spider images. Some of them are Spider-Man. I also use this on the tree to draw the spider web. Look at the furry spider. Cut this out in vinyl and scare people with it. This is so much fun. When I worked outside my home, I used to do that. I cut out some spiders, I cut out some little mice and put them on the floor, on the bottom of the wall. And some people thought they were real. You could even cut out a mouse out of felt. That would look really real. Thank you for subscribing. They got all these letters. These are so great for Halloween. Look at this banner. And this one. These are awesome. I need to make those stick behind me. Denise, all projects are usually set anyone with a link. All of mine are. If you have older projects that are set to something else, you can't do them all in bulk. You have to do them one at a time. There's a spider box. Tuesday, I will be showing a video of the tree, of the Halloween tree, which if you want to learn how to make the Christmas tree, that video is what you'll want to watch. Okay, how do you get patterns in Design Space? I will show you that after we do the spider. I'm going to add that to my list. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go. We don't have to look through 600 images. Did I click insert? There we go. Okay, now we have a spider, but I want it to draw. So I'm going to go to Operation and go under Draw and click on Pen. And we're going to get rid of the grid so you can see it better. And make it a little bigger. So now we're going to do Offset. And move this over to the negative area. And I am going to go to 0, 1, 5. You can, if you want it to be even smaller, you can change it, but we're going to start out as that. So I added an offset. Thanks for subscribing, Kimberly. And we're going to just click offset again, click apply. And we're just going to keep going to offset and apply until it either no longer does it, or we can't even make it smaller when it gets down into the center. So, okay, now I'm going to make it even smaller. I'm going to take away the 5 and just do the 1. And it's making them closer together. And I'm going to now change that 1 to a 0 and then put a 5 to make it even closer so it completely fills that in. Although you don't really need to do this part, but I just want to show you, you can if you need to. It's a lot of clicking. I hope my mouse lasts. Okay, we're almost done. There we go. And I kind of like it darker in the center like that. Now what we have to do is select it all, and then you have to pick your pen color. So you can pick the type of pen you want. See, when I click the gel pen, it really got darker because the gel pen has a bigger point. If you go to extra fine, it's a little lighter. Or go to just fine is what we started at. And it's still a little darker in here. But we're not done yet, because look what happens when we hit make it. Would it work if you sliced a square with a spider to fill it in? No. Unless the square was filled in. Look at all these pieces. That's because we did not attach. So we're going to select them all and attach. And now it will, we need to attach it to something. Let's say we're going to attach it to this tag here. Attach. And then click make it. And then it will draw it on that tag. Okay, I'm looking for more questions. How do you buy the entire set? Great question. Let's go back to images. Let's say we want to buy this. You know what? I own this one though. If I want to see the whole set, I click that. And if I didn't own it, there would be a price right here. And what you have to do is just click on the price. And then that's how you can buy the entire set. Let me go back to, do you guys remember which ones I don't own? I think there's a princess one I don't own. Okay, this one I don't own. So if I click on this with the price, it'll come up like this. I get a 10% discount because I have access. And then I have to click authorize, and then it'll ask me my password, and then I will own it. Also, I want to tell you guys, make sure you're chatting. I'm gonna charge my mouse for a few seconds, and then we're gonna do the giveaway very soon too. So I want to tell you guys, so last night when I was putting the tree together, I decided to craft with you guys. I did it in my Zoom. So I have a crafting Zoom that is open 24/7, 7 days a week. And anytime you want to craft and you don't want to be alone, you can go in there. Now, I went in there and I was alone. There was nobody else in there. But then Annie showed up. I did post in my Patreon group and Cricut Design Space group, hey, if anybody wants to craft, I'm in the Zoom. It was my first time in the Zoom, but there's a whole family of people in this Zoom. In order to have access to the Zoom, all you need to do is be a member of 99 cents here on YouTube or Patreon. It's open to every single supporter, no matter what you support. And Annie came, and then Deborah came, and Kimberly came, and some others came, Kathy, and so it was so neat to see they were working on some of the pop-up projects. Kimberly did the butterfly, so she was helping Deborah and Annie. They were cutting that out live in the Zoom. And there's such a family in there. Whenever anybody leaves, it was my first time. But when anybody leaves, they all go like this to say goodbye to each other. They learn a lot from each other. They make friends. In there, they're just like a family together, and now they're meeting each other. Deborah is going to Germany to meet Annie. Annie's coming here to rent my craft house too, and it's just such a wonderful thing that that it's going on. So I wanted to share that again. That the Zoom is open, especially on the weekends. People are there, or late at night. I know some people are there. Where do you find the link to the Zoom? So I post it on my Patreon, and I post it in my Facebook. So I have Facebook supporters. So my page, if you're a supporter on that Facebook page, Melody Lane Inspired, and in the YouTube community, if you support at 99 cents or more, you can do that. Yes, the Zoom is open 24/7. You can come and go. If you go in and nobody's there, maybe put yourself on mute in case you forget you're there and somebody pops in and you're talking on the phone or something. But just stick around or post somewhere that you're in the Zoom. Do not share the Zoom link with anybody. They have to be a supporter in order to use it. Yes, we bring the world together. Okay, are there any more questions? How many likes do we have, and how many people do we have watching? Is there a way to get a notification? Notification for what? If it's for the Zoom, no. I just post it once a month, the link, and then you can go in there. Oh yeah, Shirley came in last night. Oh wait, I'm not charging. Christina wants to know why the thumbs down. Patterns. All right, let me show you patterns really fast, and then we're going to pick a winner for the Zoom. Not for the Zoom. I got Zoom in my mind. We are going to pick a winner for, you know, the $25. Okay, I'm taking away the spider, and in order to see the patterns, but you might be asking how to add a pattern, I think. So to add a pattern, you just go to upload and click on pattern fill. So you just click here and it will bring you to here, and then you can browse or you can drag a picture here. You know what? I am going to drag this picture here. This is a picture of something we made in a Pinterest inspired class. So we built this in a class. So I'm going to upload this as a pattern. It won't be a good upload because it has the grid and everything, but I just want to show you. And once you upload a pattern, you can't delete it. So it says up here, pattern upload successfully. You will not see it here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. In order to see the patterns, you have to make this print and cut. So we're going to go to operation, and we're going to go all the way down to print and cut and click on standard. And then we're going to click on the color. So it says print and cut. It must say that in order to see the patterns. Now you can't see the patterns, it's only color. But if you click on color, the little bitty arrow here, you can go to patterns. Now these do take a minute to show up. And here is the one I added. Okay, now that's not how I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to edit pattern. And I'm going to make it a little bigger. And we're going to move it down. I'm going to make it a little smaller. I'll move it up a little. Well, looks like we're going to have that there. There, we'll try that. And then just click off of it and then it changes. So that's how you can add a pattern. Here's one of my patterns. You can add people to it. I have these people. That's how I made the picture for our Cricut Crafty chat. Isn't that pretty? Now you can edit this and totally change it. You can make it really big and just do like some swirlies like that. That's really pretty. You can make it really small and do like a pattern look. And just play around with it and see where you want it to be. You can move it down. You can also, oh, that's so pretty. You can flip it. You can rotate it. I can hardly see it rotating, but it is. Put your picture in the tag. Okay. And then edit. And after this, we'll do the drawing. See, my picture is not the shape of this, so that's why you have extra, and that's why we could do it like that. Could scoop me over, that's the wrong way. But you could make tags like this for Christmas, and you don't even have to put to from. You could, well, you could put who they're to, put the picture of the person who they're to, and then maybe put to from, write it at the bottom. Because we could add text to this. From, I'm going to put Jamie. Not from me, because it's a picture of me. So what I want to do is I want to change this to, where's the, there it is. I want to change it to white, make it smaller. And select it all and flatten. So now it will print. There's still that little cut line here. To be honest, I don't know if that's going to print or cut that little line. I don't know. Yes, this is where you could use digital paper. So if you have my digital paper, that flower that we saw was my digital paper. That rose was my digital paper. So you get that from melodylanedesigns.com. Okay. Are we ready for the giveaway? It's randomly drawn by Nightbot. Oh, and I want to tell you guys, the trade up program is only a few days away. Is Nightbot here? I'm going to put trade up in the chat, and he should link you. Is Nightbot here? Yes, he is. Okay. Yeah, tell me what you guys learned today. If you learned something, please click like on the video and subscribe to my channel. We have a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, we only have a few days left of the trade up. The maker seems to sell out a lot every day, and it comes back every day, but it's the last, it ends tomorrow. So if you have premium access and you don't have the Maker 3, you need to buy the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3. You get 20% off extra. It takes the Maker 3 down to $287. It takes $112 off of the Maker 3. You will not see this sale again like this, I don't think, at least for a long time. And we have a question, how do we design the interactive cards? The interactive cards are just different. There's all different kinds of interactive cards. I don't know how to tell you how to design the interactive cards. That would be a long video on doing that. My son designs a lot of the interactive cards. Can you make a pattern in Design Space? Not really, not unless, no, not really. It would have to be a picture. Do we want to see who wins? Who won? Okay, it's not me, but it is. I don't know who it is yet. It's over on the other monitor. I'm going to drag it over onto this one so we can all see together. Leah Crafter, or Lee Crafter. Don't know, some people say Leah, some people say Lee. Congratulations, Lee. She won by saying LOL Melody. That was her comment that got her to win. Nightbot chooses that. And Lee, what you need to do, can't see what you guys are looking at. Go to my website, melodylaneinspired.com. Just melodylaneinspired.com. Click contact or come here. I need to know how you want your $25. If you want it by PayPal or by Amazon gift card, or if there's another gift card you want, let me know. I need the email for that is all I need. So it's been an hour. Do we have any last minute questions? Janet, are there less sizes of them that there used to be? Okay, Dawn's asking about the DreamBox. Where did you put the craft table? I don't see it behind you. So the DreamBox behind me comes with a table that pulls out. It's already, well, I already had mine built when I bought it. So it comes with the table. We took the table off because I wouldn't use the table. I wouldn't have room for it behind me because I sit this way. I have a 7-foot dining room table that I'm sitting at, and then I have the dream cart also. So I have it extended 4 more feet. So I have 7 plus 4, 11 feet table, and there's not even a lot of room to craft. I'm gonna be honest, it's a mess right now. Yes, if you're asking about the Maker 3, it has a much quieter motor, a stronger motor, cuts much faster, and you can cut 12 feet long. You can cut smart materials without a mat. Why is there no letter size in DS? Do you mean when cutting on a mat? Okay, that's what you're talking about. There used to be less sizes. Okay, let's go to Design Space. Let's click Make It. What has the Cricut Maker 3 done? Oh, I need to change cameras. To make your time designing in CDS easier. The Cricut Maker hasn't made designing any easier. That's the same. So we have a question 2. Can you put a photo directly on the mat and cut the tag shape out? Yes, you can. So what? Oh, I thought this tag was smaller. It's pretty big, isn't it? So like, let's pretend this is the tag. It's not print and cut. You can place this wherever you want on the mat and then place your tag in the same spot and cut this out with a photo if you wanted to. Now, of course, you don't want to use a spider, but somebody said that the sizes, material, I think this is what you meant, material size. So it depends on the size that this is. I can choose all the way down to here, and it does have letter size. It has legal size, it has A4, it has all these different sizes of paper that you can choose. So the other day I wanted to use 8.5 by 11 paper. I just changed it to 8.5 by 11. So that way everything's stuck on here. You cannot move it over this way. I wonder, no, they don't have. I was wondering if they had 11 by 8.5, but they don't. But they do, they even have 11 by 17 if you have the long mat. So they do have that. Did I do an update in my craft room? I have not made an update video in my craft room yet. I would love to see what you do with the smart paper. I've made a lot of smart paper projects. You can cut real leather on the air if it's thin leather. Oh, Janet's on the iPad. I don't know about the sizes on the iPad. How do you cut one material for one mat, then choose the material for the next mat? Okay. Let me add some shapes here. It does it automatically. At least it does if you have the Maker 3. Maybe it's different on the Maker. I'm just going to switch to the Maker. Let me change colors so these will go to different mats. Okay, click Make It. No, I forgot the question. How do you cut one material? Okay. Oh, I can't do it from the Maker because I don't have a Maker hooked up. See, it won't select. Let me plug in my Maker 3. Yeah, I can't show you with the Maker. We're going to say on a mat. Okay, continue. Okay, here's where you pick it. If you're going to do medium cardstock. Now, on the Maker 3, I don't know if the others are the same. It has this remember material setting. If you click that, but you get to one and you want to change, I've done this before, all you have to do is click this. So I'm not going to actually cut anything or do anything. I just want to show you. So let's go to the next mat. Now, if you want to change the material for the next mat, you just click up here to change the material. And then you can browse all the materials you want. I search for the things here. Say I want leather. I can click on this and change it to leather. So then after that one's done, it will go to the next one. And I can click on whatever I want. See, on the Maker 3, unless I have this button set, let's click that. It will keep it like this, but if I don't have it set, it will change it for each one or have those options for each one. Is there a way to copy Cricut instructions? Not that I know of. So glad you learned something, Christina. I need to go and look to see what settings for infusible ink sheets. All you have to do is go here. You don't have to look them up. The machine knows. Design Space knows. So you just search Infusible and there you have it. And it reminds you to make sure to mirror. So that means you have to mirror. Click Edit and Mirror. You can't tell I flipped it around. But that's the setting. Why do I have to keep signing in? I think that's something to do with your computer. Some settings have settings that will sign you out. I don't have to sign in every time. I restart my computer and I don't have to sign in. I'm just always signed in. Oh, on the iPad, I do have to sign in every time. If I go to the mobile app, I have to sign in. I don't know why, you just do. Can you post the learn hashtag? Yes. Hold on a second. Whoops. I think I just switched things. I did. How'd that happen? Uh-oh. I'm switching things around in my program. Not meaning to. Hashtag. There it is. Can you read that? Whoops. Can you read it better here? My hair's a mess. Here's a link to Patreon. Here's a link to Melody Lane Inspired. Okay. Digital images you purchase, you can filter by purchase. Yes. I'm missing the questions. Yes, Betsy, untag it. Untag it. I'm reading too many questions at the same time. Unpack your Maker 3. Yes, Diane, learning Design Space is easier than your new phone. I believe that. Do you think Design Space will eventually introduce more shapes and design features? Lines, arrows, irregular shapes? They have all those. They have hundreds of arrows. I just showed you in this video the deluxe shapes they just introduced, but there's tons of shapes in Design Space. Irregular shapes, there's tons of them. I'm seeing answers. Tell me again how to get digital images. So you can go to melodylanedesigns.com is where I have my digital paper. melodylanedesigns.com. If you mean in Design Space, let's cancel this. Cancel. You have to have the image set, let's do the circle, set to print, then cut first, and then go to where the color is, click on color, click on pattern. And There's Abby. Yes, to get the Maker 3 at that price, you have to use the code Trade Up. And Nightbot will give you a link to the machines. So we can move this around. We can go to Edit Pattern, move it lower. Oh, we don't want to move it too low because look, it cuts off right there. I'm going to move it over. Can make it bigger. There, now I can move it down. And you don't have to click. You can do, that's too much. You can guess. Whoops, I did way too much. 100. There. Yes, you can always click on the links in the chat after the replay is set. Bye, Anne. Janet, I think to cancel the cut on the iPad, you can just go up and hit Canvas. Sue is giving you all the links. All right, guys, remember Tuesday, we're going to do the Halloween. Remember, if you want to Maker 3 and you have premium access, you have to have premium access to use the code TRADEUP. The link is in the video description. This is a really fun card. And I was having a lot of problems with it last night in the Zoom. And I figured out what my problem was. And so now I know what I can tell you. That's very important to get straight before you glue things down. I cut out 2 at a time to do my project so I don't have to recut it, although I have to recut 2 pieces because of something I messed up here, and then I just ripped it out and did it again. But can you see the little eyes in there? And the pumpkin faces cut out of the tree. I just love this card. And this one I love too. I changed the colors of it from their Christmas colors. Yes, Tuesday class is at noon. You can always watch it later. They're always on my channel. Let me go to my channel. So here's my channel. This is the live one, live now. Upcoming, this is Tuesday's pop-up Halloween tree card with Cricut. So you can set the reminder for this. And you can set the reminder even if you're not going to be able to watch it live. You can always go back and watch it later. After it's played, it will be in the first upload here. It will also be in my Melody Lane Inspired Projects for 2021, as it is already here. It will always be here in this list. If you want to see the entire list, you can click Play All. Now it's going to be stuck on Tuesdays, and thank you for your support, all of you guys here. And then you can scroll down and you can choose through all 68 videos that I did just this year on projects. So these are all projects that you can get as a supporter, but not just these. Because if we go back, we can see the past years, and that goes back to 2014. All of these projects in here are projects that are in here. This one only has 20. That's the year I moved to Florida, and I didn't have all my stuff set up right away after I moved, and before I moved I was packing. So that year there weren't as many, and I wasn't on a schedule. I don't think I was on a schedule until 2018, 2019, and last year I did 94. So you can check all those out. And people are asking about smart paper. This one is completely done with smart paper except for the background. That was really fun. This has smart materials in it, and these videos, one of these, yeah, Cricut smart paper. So I do smart paper on this one, if you needed to know that one. Okay. Where do you find the tree card for both Christmas and Halloween? So right now the Halloween card is not up anywhere. I can probably add it this weekend. The Christmas card is in Design Space. If you want to do the Christmas card, go to Projects. And look at, I want to do the pineapple too. So this is the Christmas card. Here's a snowflake one. A birthday card with balloons. Shirley did this dragon. She says it was kind of hard to keep it together though. Oh, and here's a unicorn and cupcake and a balloon. I think it was Kimberly in our Zoom last night that also did the balloon, and hers looked prettier. She also did the butterfly, and I think hers looked prettier than the ones here. Janet, I'm not sure about your project. About canceling it. She's on the iPad. Monique is making a pop-up bouquet. If you guys make these, please share them in my group, Cricut Design Space. We want to see what projects you are making. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. I'll see you Tuesday at noon Eastern. Bye.